Good afternoon, everyone. I have been diligently working on this lasered ledger cover. I don't know why my thumbnail is blurry. That's strange. Anyway, I'm only going to be on for a second because Danielle's sale starts in 5 minutes. So I just wanted to come on quickly and show you guys what I've been doing the last 2 days. If you've been following along, hashtag this is Danielle's fault. I know she's busy right now. This was one I attempted yesterday. Wasn't happy. This was another one I attempted yesterday. Still wasn't happy. I really like the corners on this one though because they look like leather. And then last night I did this one. But the corners were funny. Now today, here's where we're at. It is all your fault. And I'm getting ready to drop your link, Danielle. That's why I hopped on real quick. It's all your fault. I'm going to drop your link and drive the bus over. The only thing I'm struggling with now, well, I'm struggling with many things, but I'm trying to get the light to pick it up. So this paint and this paint is the same, but this is painted over laser engraved. This is painted onto fabric. So I don't know, maybe if I rub some more, then it's not coming through. Maybe if I rub some more distressed ink on here. Oh, your sale's tomorrow? Okay, never mind. I mean, I'll still drop your link, but I was rushing, thinking you were going live in 5 minutes. Oh, well, what are you doing? I know you're here, Tammy. I see you. Have you made any progress today? Oh, good. Now I don't have to rush. But the engraving, I got that all dialed in. And the corners engraved like this, but I wanted them painted burgundy. Oh, I promise I'm going to get my nails done. You're sale prepping. Blech. I need to do that too. The struggle is real. And the back is just wood for now. When I do get it, dialed in, it'll have this same design, but it won't have the word ledger there, just like the Digi in my Etsy shop. But then, see, I can engrave on fabric. So I engraved on the spine. I was mildly worried because, yes, I have started a fire in my machine just with a piece of paper one time. Hi, Lucy. Thanks. So I paused it so I could touch it and make sure it wasn't burning through. And I know better. When it's in there and you open the lid, because I had taped it down to a piece of wood, right? Don't just go like this. You got to hold it with one. Hold it still with one hand, touch it with the other so it doesn't move. I went like that and I moved it. Brrr. You can see where I moved it. The E looks drunk. But isn't that cool? And then came the tricky part, was getting the fabric onto the spine evenly and having the same amount of space on either side here. This was 4.5 inches. It's been a minute since I've made a cover. And I completely forgot. Yeah, this isn't completely dry. Let me mash this back down. I completely forgot when measuring, so I knew I really wanted it to come like right. I wanted it to come right here. So I think I needed another 1/8 of an inch to be happy. Almost 1/4 even. Just between 1/8 and 1/4. I wanted it to come like right there. So my measurements were good, but I forget when you do this and put gussets in there like that, you lose about 1/4 of an inch of fabric because it goes down in there. So this is 4.5. And I had it cut at 4 3/4, and I put it down. I was like, no, that's too wide. And I cut that off. And I didn't have another piece painted this color. So, ta-da. It is what it is. But I'm digging it. And I'm going to play with this some more because I've distressed it. I've added more stain. I've added more paint. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I also need input. You know, the other day I used this metallic splendid gold to put along that edge there. If I, yeah, see, there's the original. There's the original. Pretty good. Pretty good for an old lady, I think. Like that color of paint. What color is it? It is. Oh my goodness. The dog is in here and she's in her kennel. And she's happily in there because it's 100 degrees outside. And she's snoring. Can you guys hear her snoring? It's Folk Art Madeira, M-A-D-E-I-R-A, number 2425. Acrylic matte. So anyway, does anybody have any suggestions? Because yesterday I took a tiny brush and took this and dotted it in there and then wiped it off, and it stayed in the grooves and I was able to wipe it off, but it made everything glittery. I know I've got some of that like rub and buff type stuff, but I know I will make a giant mess out of that. So I'm looking for suggestions. Hang on. I'm looking for suggestions on how to put that gold in there. Let me see if I can find it. A clean, tiny paintbrush. I'm not a good paintbrush taker-carer. That's why I have all the fabulous things that Michelle sells to take care of our paintbrushes. It's kind of tiny. Really tiny. Stiff and tiny. What's this one? Apparently I let the paint dry on this and that's not moving, so that might actually work. Yeah, the color on the screen it's not doing it justice. See, now I want to sand this again. Here we go. It's just a vicious cycle. Sand it. Wipe it. And then decide which one we like better. See, that almost makes it darker. And then if I put more paint on it, brr, kind of no winning. Can you engrave and cut? You can, Lucy, but leather has the most horrific smell when you cut and engrave on it. I have a bunch of laser people I follow, and the people that do it say they do it outside and they wear a mask while they do it because it literally smells like a cow, a rotting cow when you, yeah. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, too big. We're gonna end up wiping it like yesterday. Yeah, good news is I can just wipe it off. Wax on, wax off. Because really, I just want it to go down in those little grooves. So, here we go. Yeah, I've got, I've actually got a leather journal that I've been wanting to try it on, but I don't want to stink myself out of here. Well, that didn't really do much, did it? Well, I guess a little bit, not much. All right, I'll do it on the other side. What are you guys all doing? I know what Tammy's doing. She's trying to bust out of. She's trying to bust out of the place they've got her in. Anybody want to go on a road trip with me? There's a chance we might get arrested, but it's fine. Her husband will come get us out of jail. Trust me when I say this. He will break us out. He has the power. Oh, hang on. What did Lucy say? What about gold wax for those little spots? Yeah, but I'm just afraid if I rub it on there, because that stuff is so finicky. If I rub it on there, I'm never going to get it off. You know, get it off the paint. Like, at least with this, I can just take the little sander. This is very sparkly. Sand it off of there. A little bit. You can see it a little bit, not much. So that's going to be a work in progress still. Yeah, let's go rescue tequila. Oh boy. If I take Danielle, though, there's going to be tequila involved. Oh, Danielle. Anyway, so yeah, that was tricky and my bad. But you know, every journal's got to have a. I got my gussets good. I got my rounded spine, which makes me so happy. I haven't done any more work on this one. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I did repair a couple of things. I put a couple of little bits in here. This one is sold, by the way. This one got snatched up. And I think because this is the first one being sold, I'm trying to decide if I should put that there. Any votes from the class? I don't want to cover up that marbled paper, but this matches. Anyway, but I think I'm going to try. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Since this is the first actual journal and cover coming off the laser, going out the door, I think I'm going to engrave first edition right here. Oh, tequila with a Superwoman cape. Hey, Rosemary. Now here we are. I tried putting the gold paint in there, but see the problem I'm having now, Rosemary, because she was having a discussion with me about this yesterday, is the paint on the wood doesn't come out the same color as the paint on the fabric, and it's driving me nuts. And I've tried everything. I put more stain over it. I put clear sealer on it. Really, the only thing I haven't done is another coat of paint, but I don't think that's going to matter. Driving me crazy. I wonder if I used a little bit of clear poly, if it would lighten it up. Looking for suggestions from the class. Let me try. Actually, let's try this in the back. We're gonna mess it up. Let's mess up the back and not the front. Let me try adding some more ink first. Oh my God, I have got to stop and clean this room. It's out of control. That just made it shinier, but it did make it darker. Okie dokie. I'm gonna do it. Did I put stain on the fabric? No. I could have just put fabric on the daggum corners. But then I wouldn't have had the little engravings. And they're rounded corners, so that's tricky. Putting fabric on rounded corners is very tricky. I'm just gonna keep fiddling. You know, what could possibly go wrong? Are there any sales today? I'm sure there are, because I was gonna try and have one today, and I think when I looked, I saw Mini Much. I think there's Mini Much tomorrow too. Okay. Let's see now. It's a little. Now this looks darker than it. Yeah, okay. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. There. Now where are we at? I mean, the light's funny. I like it, but yeah, it's way different in person. Hang on, let me hold it over here. Yeah, see now if I hold it out, hang on, where's my phone? Let me hold it out and take a photo of it and then show you guys. It looks completely different. 1 minute. Maybe. Sorry, I put it on the floor. Whew, it's hot in here. That air is not keeping up. Whew. Got the air set to 70 and it's 81 in here. Oh, but it's cooled off outside. It's only 99. Welcome to sunny Florida. And let's see the picture. Look any different in the they look closer in color in the picture. Okay. All right, what else? That's all. It's the only reason I came on, was to show you guys where I'm at on this. So ultimately what I want to do is take the other one, which is the back, and it's the same, it just doesn't say ledger. I think this spot is blank right here. And do the front and back covers, and then just sell the engraved covers to you guys. I'll attempt to show you how I did this nonsense. And most of you know how to put in a spine. But then I suppose people are going to say, well, I want an engraved spine with the word on it. That's a whole nother ball of wax. What if you started with, I didn't get rid of that. Hang on, I got to get rid of that part. It's driving me nuts. I can't see. Unless it's been asking me to confirm that it's you before you make any changes. Gone. What if you started with painted Esca or Davy board? I don't know what either of those things are, Lucy. And man, that camera is not. See, on StreamYard it looks nice and crisp and clear, but on YouTube it does not. See, Rosemary, it's not just you. Engraving over paint is tricky. I have been trying it. I've tried it a couple of times. I need to do some more testing. They are proper bookbinding board, not chipboard. Yeah, but this is wood. To engrave it, you know, into wood was my goal here. You can't get the same, you can't burn into something. You can burn into something that's paper. You're just not going to get the same look or the same durability. Davy board, you mean hardboard? Like, oh, where did that one go? Like this, hardboard? That's what you get. Actually, that's not true. I should try another piece. This is bitmap engraved. I should try and engrave it like this. But you're still going to end up with, I don't know. I'll try. I'll throw one of these on. This hardboard, what we usually use, except this is a lighter color and way more expensive than the regular masonite board that my husband used to cut for us. The problem with it works on the laser. The problem with it is the edges. It leaves a horrid black residue, and you can wipe and wipe and clean and clean. Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, I haven't tried this engraving now, so hang on. Let me go throw a piece in there real quick, and we'll get it ripping while I visit with you guys. One moment. Can you hear me limping still? Horrible thing. Welcome back, Danielle. All right, give me just a minute. I gotta go find the file, open. Oh, no, I just told it no. Oops, I meant yes. Oh, are you kidding me? It did not save it. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, that's Johnny's luck. What? Ooh, maybe that's it. Could it be? That's part of it. Thanks a million. File open. That was yesterday. Okay. 1 second, please. So I'm just going to try the engraving. I know you guys are probably talking to me or not. That's fine too. 1 minute. I gotta go pick a color. Boy, it wants to engrave it black. I don't know about all that. Power. Speed. All right, so if we do that, what could possibly go wrong? This'll probably take about an hour to do this front cover. It's the only complaint that I have about, I have a couple of complaints about the software, but they are making huge strides in updating the software. But one of them is that while you're like cutting or engraving something, you can't do anything else in the software. So, you know, you can't be working on something else, and you can't run 2 instances of the software. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, I have to run over there and turn it on, and I'm going to stand there for just a second to make sure that it's dark enough, but I'm not going to open the lid. Entertain yourselves. Here, I'll give Danielle, I'll give you a dress so you can give the girls the link to your sale whilst I hobble over to the other side of the room. I'm back. All right, so doing it, but it's giving it more of this kind of a look, just darker. It's not giving it an engraved, but we'll let it run and see what happens. 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Sunday. I haven't known what day of the week it is all day. But see, like the thing with masonite board, I'll show you. I'll try and put some stain on here. This. You're welcome, Danielle. If I could stay up past 10 p.m., I'd have a late night sale one night. But you guys know I turn into a gremlin after 10 p.m. No good to anyone. I think I've already tried this, but I'm going to try it again. It just soaks it right in, and you can't even, like masonite board, if you get it wet, it'll just fall apart. Yeah, see, it's just going to soak it right in, and you can't really even tell. But I don't know if I've tried, I think I did try clear poly, and I think it just soaked into. Oh yes, and Aaron's having a media, sorry, loud noise, media mail sale tomorrow. So, well, that's where we're at for now. That thing's going to take about an hour to run. So if I'm feeling froggy, I might pop back on later and show you guys those results, if it's anything to write home about. Otherwise, that's it. I just wanted to show this to you guys. I will turn this into an item for sale because, you know, I'm not going to waste a cover. And then once I get the back artwork done and I've got a front and a back engraved and cut, at that point I will put the cover sets in the Etsy shop for you guys. But if anybody wants to get on the waiting list, you can send me an Etsy message or an email. Clear gesso, and then what do you think would happen? I don't know. I'll try it though. I will give it a try. I don't have any idea on price yet. I'm really having trouble pricing stuff that's coming off of the laser. Wood's expensive, and I've been watching all the laser people, trying to learn from them. You know, you take the price of your wood, the time that it takes the laser to work the project, and then if you have to do any cleaning, see the little burn marks right there? Now, if that was something that was going out the door, I would just sand those off. But I'm not really concerned about them on this because I know that I'm going to turn this into a journal and those will get covered up with end pages, right? So I'm okay with that. but like every little piece, like the miter tool sets and all of that stuff, you always get a little bit of flash on the back. Does this have? Yeah. See, like right there? But it sands right off. See? Anyway. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration, whether it's just the engraved and cut wood that's going out the door. Am I staining it and sealing it? Am I painting fabric and engraving spine fabric for you? You know, those are all things I need to think about. What do you think would happen here? Can you add the rings like a binder? That might be fun. Add them where, Danielle? In here? In there? And all your prototypes. You lost me, Lucy, which kind of easy to do today. The heat is melting what was left of my brain. To the spine. You know, I've never done one of those. I never have. I did get, oh shoot, I put some paper in it. I did get this stained, and I got the rings. So for now, we're going to do these with the rings. I'm not comfortable yet with the Chicago screws because I'm afraid with the Chicago screws, people are going to bend this back and bend it too far and break it. But with the rings, you know, it can flippy flop and open and you're safe. So for now, we're going to do them with the rings. So that's that one. And this is sold, but I still don't even know how much it is yet. that's where I'm at. Hot mess. No clue on how to price this stuff. To add into the cost of final product and all your product. Yeah, work in progress. It's my least favorite thing in the whole wide world is pricing, because I do this for a living as a job. So I can't just, you know, I can't just sell journals for $50. And we've all had this discussion before. Well, I'm not live. See, I'm hanging around with Danielle. So it's hard, you know. You have to take all of the cost of the items that it took to make the thing, and electricity, and my time. And my time is worth money, you know. That's a real hard part for makers in general. And I hear all kinds of people talk about it. Even, you know, I'm in a whole nother community now with the laser people, you know, watching and learning from them. And, you know, you really have to sit down and think about, okay, what is your time worth? So, you know, you get up and you go to work in the morning, you know, out in the world out there where it's all people-y. And, you know, you go flip burgers at McDonald's. Well, I think here in Florida, flipping burgers at McDonald's, I think it's like $16 an hour. Well, look, I'm not going to get in the car and go work with all the people, you know, and stand on my feet all day, which I can't do, and my back. And, you know, I have all these excuses at why I want to keep doing what I'm doing, mostly because I absolutely love it. And if I want to keep doing it and help my husband with the mortgage, then, you know, I have to price my things accordingly. Oh, wow, Lucy. So yeah, I tend to try to, in general, I try to pay myself $20 an hour, which I think is very fair. And then I add the cost of materials. I add the shipping supplies, and then electricity, taxes, you know, so you, and then when you price the item, what's that noise? Then if you're selling it, you know, on Etsy, they take this percent. If you're doing PayPal or Square or, you know, whatever else, they take that percent. So you have to take all that into consideration, and it's very difficult. And you know, I don't want to have to charge somebody $400 for, you know, this kind of journal, right? But the thing is, now I've been making them for so long, I can put one of these together very quickly, like this one. I did this one very quickly the other day. Now, does it have any sewing in it? No. Does it have any, you know, handmade extra pockets, tucks, any of that kind? No. That's the stuff that takes time, and that's where the real enjoyment comes, is creating that stuff to go into the journal. So when they're just a plain Jane out the door with nothing in it, yes, I could sell it for less, but I don't, you know me, I like them to be jam-packed full. Do you see the difference here between the rounded spine and the square spine? Just love you guys. And I know some of you make your journals with flat spines, but I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just not my favorite. Hi, Pam. I tune late. Do you show how to do the cover like the one you sent me? Which one, Pam? I didn't show how to do any covers. All I was doing was showing the girls I'm getting the laser engraver dialed in to engrave this ledger digi finally. Which one are you talking about? Do you show how to? Are you talking about this one with the spine under the covers? I think I made you that Victorian photo album one like that, didn't I? I did show that in this video the other day. You sent me a photo? Where's my phone? Oh, let me look. Oh no, I haven't done anything with anything like that. But you could totally take that, you know, paint it, do whatever you want to it, glue it down to another board, and do it like this. And not even, you wouldn't even have to use that outside piece if you didn't want to. I just sent it because it was part of that cut. You don't know what to do. Me either. That's why I sent it to you. I sent her this. It was just something I was goofing around with that I cut out. So it went in her package as Happy Meal. And she's like, I don't know what to do with it, Johnny. Yeah, I think I would. You know what else you could do? You could put hinges. You put hinges on this part. You could make a box. Make this the lid. Put hinges. Put this frame down. And then put hinges on this so it opened up. You do all kinds of things. Let us know. Just like, shut up, Johnny. Shut up. Go drink your vanilla and be quiet. My husband saw those sitting by the stove the other day. He says, ooh, shooters? I said, no, you're not. It's not a shooter. Vanilla. He's like, oh, okay. All right, let me go take a peek at that and look and see how long I think it might take. Please hold. I have to hobble over. Yeah, see, it's pretty much doing the same thing. It's not engraving deep like this on the masonite board. It's pretty much doing this again. It's just a little bit darker. So I'm half tempted to stop it and start it over and change the settings. But masonite board is tricky, and there's a lot of glue in it. So that's the other thing you have to be careful when you start going with these, you know, like plywoods and whatnot. This is a diode laser. It's not a fiber. It's not a CO2. So you have to be careful, because once you start going deep, real deep, and that laser beam hits that glue, that's when fires can happen, all kinds of things. Paint or stain and put on top of something else. Oh, like, yeah, Pam, look. I know exactly what you can do with it. Had this old dictionary. Take the frame, take the outside cut frame part, toss it, throw it away. Take the other piece, paint or stain it, and look, I had this little old dictionary that just had a plain red cover. I shouldn't have put that piece on the back, but I did. But I just stained that piece and glued it on there. And now it's got a whole new life. Yeah, just do that. Go run around your room with that piece in your hand, testing it on plain old book covers, find one that it fits, and ta-da! And in 5 minutes, it'll be all shiny and new and fancy. And this stain that I've been using, I'll get shut. It's Minwax Premium Oil Penetrating Stain, Special Walnut 224, Semi-Transparent. This has been everybody's favorite. I'm going to do, because I've got so many colors of stain, I'm going to take one of my boards, I'm going to engrave the name of all the stains and do it and make a little square on the board, and I'm going to make a little color chart for us. So if people want to pick colors, like this one, Weathered Wood, this is way more blue than I thought it was going to be. On the can, it looked more gray. And here comes a thunderstorm. If you guys lose me, it's because the power has gone out and the generator only works on the house, not on my shack. Please don't go out while I have the laser running, please. Okay, I'm going to run off, you guys, and I'll let you know how that masonite board engraving goes or doesn't go. Don't forget that Danielle and Aaron are having sales tomorrow. Danielle at 2 p.m. Eastern and Aaron, excuse me, at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I don't know about today. I have to go look. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Oh, or if you don't think you would use that much stain, use some of the spray stains or watered down paint. Okay, I'll try that, Lucy, on some test pieces. Thank you. Danielle, throw that link in real quick before I hang up. I'm going to hang up on you. There's the thunder. It's a coming. Oh, for Pam. There you go, Pam. Lucy's here to help you. Oh, and Pam, I have a Happy Meal for you that Donna sent with her last package, but I have to have another sale for her, so I just haven't sent it yet. Oh, I know, Lucy. Trust me. Perfect. All right, you guys, have a good one. Hopefully to see you tomorrow at Danielle and Aaron's. And I'm going to go play with this ledger some more. Hashtag, it's all Danielle's fault. Bye, guys.